and welcome back. As today we have the Somers Tuskers who take on the Pleasantville Panthers in a boys varsity lacrosse. I am Benny Silk, and I'll be calling this game for you today. And thank you for everyone tuning in as we got an exciting one. Two of the top teams. And we'll be back in a moment. All right, and we head out. Had some audio issues there, and as of now, we have a one-man show, so I'm going to do the best we can. But back to the stats. Out in the middle now for the Tuskers, we have number 6 of Matt Mayfield and number 26 for Pleasantville for the face-off. As they're out in the middle, 26, that is Hanansky. As they're out in the middle, Mayfield wins the tip-off there. Grabs the ball. There goes Matt Mayfield with it as it goes up and around. Taken back by Pleasantville, who's taking it. 23 goes back to number 9. So 9 with it now. Goes back out to 23 for Pleasantville. Movement around. Who finds 4. 4 with it. Taking it down. 4 with it now. As it's movement down with it. 4 finds 2. Goes back to 4. Taking it around now. Number 4 with it. 4 goes back out to 8. Finds 11. So 11 with it. As he's cradling it back there. Or by Kelly, number 11 for the Tuskers. As 11's taking it now. Gonna be movement around. And it goes up high back out to 8. Ball rolls out of bounds. And it's gonna be Pleasantville who will retain possession. Movement around, goes up high, and the ball is going to roll out of bounds. Somers is going to pick it up now. As ball's loose, is going to be picked up. And as we start off, who are some players to look out for the Tuskers as it's movement down the field? And call there. Who are some players to look out for tonight for the Tuskers? So we got number 7 of Miguel Iglesias. We have Matt Mayfield. Number 6, we have Tristan Iglesias, Miguel's brother. We have Mason Kelly. We have Logan Ruby, and we have Dylan Tremendez and Dean Palazzo. Those are some players to look out for. So we're back now as movement around. 21 of Iglesias with it. Goes back out to Violante. Back out to Iglesias. Finds Violante passing around there as it goes up. And a great defense there for Pleasantville as Pleasantville goalie number 1 shows up there for the Panthers. So now with it, 25 out there for Pleasantville. Goes back to number 4. 4 out to number 1. It's going to be taken back. Logan Ruby with the grab, slides it. And it's going to be Kennedy who eventually winds up with it. Brett Kennedy with it. Goes back out to Wassel, who finds Violante. Violante with it, goes back out to Iglesias, Tristan Iglesias, and it's going to slide and out of bounds. Kelly the closest, but they're going to pull it. Pleasantville's ball as, the closest will mainly applies for when after a goal. So back with it now. Cradling it. It's going to take it. With it now, something going on the other side of the field as 4 has it. Back out, movement around. Goes back now, 25 with it, goes up, and it's going to go in for Pleasantville. I think that was, that was 25 of Shane Moeller, and the Panthers are going to take a 1-0 lead. So Shane Bueller gets it in, and already it's going to be a 1-0 lead for the Panthers. So we head back out in the middle now for the face-off. So we're back out and gonna give it, say it's Pleasantville's ball, no, Somers' ball. As movement now from Mayfield. As it's Violante with it. So movement around with it. And it goes up and it goes in for the Tuskers. Moving around to get it in, and the Tuskers are going to tie it up at 1. A great play and goal there for the Tuskers as it goes in. Cameron Violante has been phenomenal for the Tuskers this season, and he gets a goal there for the Tuskers to tie the game up at 1. An amazing play by him as we're now back in the middle for the face-off. So with it now, loose ball there after the face-off is going to be picked up by 26. Moving around now, 26 of Pleasantville taking it. Goes back out to 13. Movement around, back out to 33. Loses it. It's going to be picked up. Loose ball again, and picked up by 5 now. Who's going to take it? Ball goes up. Loose ball still. Going to be picked up by the Tuskers as Tuskers are going to take over. Here goes Dean Palazzolo taking it down the field. Palazzolo, also a star as wide receiver in varsity football, takes it down the field, finds his co-receiver in varsity football, Camlin Violante. Back out to Palazzolo now. Goes back out to Kelly. Mason Kelly with it, cradling in the backfield. As it's Kelly cradling it. Movement around. Goes back out to Tremendez. Tremendez taking it, goes back out. And it's Violante with it. Violante taking it now. So it goes back out. With it now is Kelly. Finds Kelly there. Back out, finds Battaglia. Now Battaglia with it. Battaglia taking it, goes around, guarded by 5. Battaglia going up, and it's going to go off to the left there with 5 seconds remaining on the shot clock. Looks like Tuskers are going to retain possession, but they got to do something here fast if they want to get it in. As they got to take it, goes up! What a play by Tristan Iglesias. He did something fast, exactly what he needed to do, and it goes in for the Tuskers. That's Tristan Iglesias who gets it in for the Tuskers. Another player who's been phenomenal for this season as Iglesias gets it in, making it a 2-1 lead now for the Tuskers. How about Tristan Iglesias? And as we head back out to the middle for the face-off, what is the key to success in this matchup for the Tuskers as we got ball loose? What's the key to success. And the key to success is every player on our team has to work well and play well together. And every player on our team is key for our virtual success. For our visual, for the Tuskers success. So now back out. Kelly with it. Kelly back out, finds Tremendez. So Tremendez with it now. Here goes Tremendez. Both teams, both 4 and 2 on the season. Both teams looking to get their 5th win tonight. As there's Tremendez movement guarded by 26 of Pleasantville, who takes it, heading to the back now. Back out to 11 of Kelly. Kelly taking it, moving around. There goes Kelly, goes back out, goes up, and that's going to go in for the Tuskers. That was 13 who had that last. That was Russell, I believe. Russell Galamo. It's Russell Galamo who gets it in for the goal there, and also makes it a 3-0 lead for the Tuskers. So a great start for the Tuskers. As we move it down the field now. A fast one for the Tuskers. They just went right down the field and got another one. And I didn't even see who got that one. But the points are coming fast and furious now for the Tuskers as they're going to take a 4-0 lead. Matt Mayfield. So Matt Mayfield took it from the tip off and brought it all the way to the goal to get the quick. So as we call a timeout, Tuskers take a 4-1 lead now. Let's take a look at what do the Tuskers expect to see from Pleasantville. So Pleasantville is a very organized and disciplined to their style. They have a very organized and disciplined in their style type of play, and they always have a lot of schemes and have a knack of making opponents work to run through their transitional steps and stuff that they're good at. And interesting storylines heading into this one. Yeah, Pleasantville won their section championship just last year, and they're in Class D. Of course, Somers. So this is going to be a good game. Of course, Somers is in Class D. So as we wait to head out, so yeah, the Tuskers took on Pleasantville just last season, and Pleasantville won it in a thriller, 11-10, and yeah, so Tuskers are looking to get revenge from that last loss against Pleasantville, and that ended in overtime just last year, 11-10. So we're now back in the middle for the face-off. Loose ball there. It's going to be picked up by the Tuskers. There goes Mayfield, bringing it down the field. Back out to Violante. Circle formation around, finds Iglesias. It's Tristan Iglesias now with it. Goes back up, and Tristan Iglesias is going to get another one for the Tuskers. That's his second one of the day, and the Tuskers are on a wow. They're now going to take a 5-1 lead here today. Tuskers have been playing phenomenal as they get it in again. Tristan Iglesias, I'd say so far, has got to be player of the game with multiple goals today as we're back in the middle. And yeah, he's just been able to get the opening and find the goal at the right moment. And he's been able to do that twice today. So with it now, ball's loose. It's going to be picked up by Pleasantville. Pleasantville takes it, goes back out to 9. 9 with it, finds 1. And here at Somers High School, it's been a fun and exciting night here as it is youth night. And watching the game tonight is some of our young lacrosse players who will be here, most likely will be here playing lacrosse for Somers in the future as the Tuskers move it down the field now. Movement around now. So with it now is 3 of the Tuskers finds Tremendez. Tremendez goes back out to Violante. Now movement around the goal. Back to Iglesias. Tristan Iglesias. 2 goals today for him already. Goes back out to Kelly. Kelly Walling. As Kelly goes up, goes under, and it's going to not be able to go in. And Pleasantville goalie comes up with it. So now, far 1 there, taken back by 11, who has it now for Pleasantville. Loose ball there. That's going to be picked back up by Pleasantville. Goes back, and it's going to roll. Almost went into the goal there. Been a great play, a lucky play by Pleasantville, but winds up going out of bounds. Pleasantville's going to be able to retain possession there. So they're going to throw it back out now with it now. The Panthers with it. 4. Back out, number 4. Finds 2. Movement around now as 2 takes it. Rolling, goes back out to 4. Moving around, finds 25, who now has it. Moving for 25, cradling it. Cradling it as 25, movement guarded by 22 of Watchell. Back to 4. Goes up, and it's not going to go in. Tuskers defense and shows up, and in as goalie today for the Tuskers, it's Hudson Ruby. As they're going to take it down now. With it now, it's going to be the Tuskers who get it in. I believe that was Palazzolo who had it last. And the Tuskers are going to get another one as they take it down. What a play by Dean Palazzolo to get in the goal for the Tuskers. So now Dean Palazzolo again scores that goal as now the Tuskers taking a 6-1 lead against a team where it was an overtime battle last time both these teams took on each other. Now loose ball there. It's loose and out. Pleasantville 20 tries to pick it up. Loose ball. It's going to be picked up. And all said and done, still loose ball. Well, it's going to be picked up. That's Violante. Goes up. Another one. That's Cameron Violante who gets it in for the Tuskers. Now making it a 7-1 lead after Pleasantville took a 1-0 lead. The Tuskers have been around. It's only the first quarter, folks, and it's already a 7-1 lead for the Tuskers. A great start for the Tuskers as Cameron Violante again able to get it in. Multiple goals now for him today. And both the sophomores of Iglesias and Violante both having great days. Loose ball there. It's going to be picked up by 26 of Pleasantville, who's taking it now. Heading down the field now as it's movement fast. 20 with it, goes up. And it was a close one, but but it winds up not getting in for Pleasantville. So we're going to start back out. So we're going to start back out with it for Pleasantville, who has it now. 13 back to 4. Movement around back to 2. 2 back out, finds 5, who goes back to 25. Back out to 2. Movement around back to 25. Goes back up to 13. Finds 8. And that's going to slide on in for Pleasantville as they get on the board, as they're going to make it a 7-2 game. So Luke O'Hara gets it in for Pleasantville. That's so we're back now as taking it now is Pleasantville, 11 with it. 8 with it now of O'Hara. Going back. Goes up. Tries to get it and tries for the shot. Loses it and it's going to be taken back by the Tuskers. But now a loose ball there heading towards Tuskers down the field. It's going to be scooped up. Scooping it up is going to be number 7 of Miguel Iglesias. As here comes Miguel Iglesias back up. And the goalie and Pleasantville able to deny Iglesias' goal from going in. So now movement down the field, 13 with it. 13 taking it. Heading down, back to 12, goes up and taken back. The defense, the goalie shows up for the Tuskers. That's Hudson Ruby. Now they're going to throw it back out. So Ruby throws it to Lyle. Back to Ruby now. Deep one finds Tremendez. Tremendez goes to Violante. Goes back out to Iglesias. Iglesias back out to Kelly. Kelly now with it. Cradling it. As it goes up in for Kelly. Kelly taking it. Goes up. Mason Kelly gets it in for the Tuskers. And it's going to be another goal. The Tuskers continue their route as it's now an 8-2 lead. The Tuskers, 8-2. It's not even the end of the first quarter as they have been working well together throughout this one. So the Tuskers now head back out to the middle for the face-off. So back out there now for the face-off. Out for the face-off. Loose ball there. It's going to be picked up by Tremendez. Taking it now. Still loose. It's going to be picked back up. Here goes Tremendez. Rolling. Goes back out. Finds Iglesias. Goes back to Violante. Tristan Iglesias to Violante. Violante now with it. Finds Kelly. Rolling around. Kelly with it. Student section static here. Goes back to Iglesias. The youth section. And it goes up. And ball rolls out of bounds. It looks like it's going to be Iglesias and the Tuskers who retain possession. So here comes Iglesias now. Goes back around. Goes back out to his brother Tristan Iglesias, who finds Battaglia. That was Kelly, not Tristan Iglesias. My apologies. And with 0.2 left in that one, it's going to be Tuskers ball, trying to get something done, but nothing will happen. And that's going to do it for the first quarter. The score is 8-2, and we'll be right back after a commercial break.
Watch the Soma Sports Broadcast, where we break down the world of sports.
Back, he throws. There's 2 defenders on the tight end.
Interview guests.
We're here with Coach Packard, who will be interviewing today.
Predict upcoming sport games.
To win it 26-23, the Chargers win.
Debate sports.
Who is the best NFL team of all time?
The Cowboys have won 5 Super Bowl titles.
The Patriots, one of the best teams.
Discuss our opinions on the latest in the world of sports.
Alex Bowman, I think he could make it far. He's been impressive.
And much more.
A fumble. This could be game.
I'm with
Nicky Duffy.
Dean Palzall.
I would definitely say DP, Dean Palzolo. He definitely had a great game.
Just a Hail Mary. Will he get it? Bounces off the Bears defenders. Touchdown.
When I first joined last year, you wanted me long distance, but then you threw it sweet.
And I think by now we've really proved that we are the most dominant team in Section 1.
It's going to be a pick. Picked off by Miguel Iglesias, and he's going back.
Watch our weekly talk show episodes of the Soma Sports Broadcast. You could find them on YouTube and Spotify.
And welcome back, as we're about 34 seconds to the start of the second quarter. Let's just take a look. What did the Tuskers focus on practice for this matchup? So ground ball work and making sure that they're staying efficient and clear and in the clearing game. Some things that they focused on in practice. I'll be back in just a moment. So we're back now out for the face-off. As rolling now, there goes Mayfield, goes back up to Iglesias, loose ball now on the ground. To go as it's loose. Goes up, loose still. Ball is rolling now and still loose. 25 gets it for Pleasantville. So Pleasantville is going to throw it back out now, back out to 26 for work down the field now, as it's now 8 with it. Movement down now as it goes back, and whistles blown. Whistles blown right before we'll see what they marked us here. But as we continue, so I asked this to Coach Hirsch. So what advice do you or have you given for players throughout the game for motivation? What he tells them is we focus on one play at a time and staying present in what we are doing and so forth. So now with it is Pleasantville. As movement around goes back out to 11. 11 now with it. Taking it back for Pleasantville. Movement back out to 2, who loses it. And loose ball. It's going to be picked up by 2. 2 goes back out. Back to 25. Finds 4. 4 with it. Movement around. 4 rolling. Goes back out to 25. Now with it, 25 finds 4. 4 now with it again for Pleasantville. As it goes back around and goes back out. 25 now with it. 25 with it for Pleasantville. Finds number 2 as the shot clock runs out. And with 1 second left on the shot clock, that won't matter. Somers will still be taking over with it. So throwing it out now is going to be number 2 of Houghton Bolesky. Out comes Bolesky. Goes out, finds Hudson Ruby, the goalie, in for today, at least for the first half. Goes back out now, cradling it. Number 19 of Kennedy with it now. There goes Kennedy. As looks like a timeout is going to be called. And as a timeout is called, who are some what players are on Pleasantville should we look out for? So Pleasantville has a very talented face-off specialist, according to Coach Hirsch, and just a very talented face-off specialist, which is going to be a great challenge for Mayfield at the face-offs for today. Though Mayfield has been doing pretty good on the face-offs. And we apologize, just if you may notice the clock. I think that was 2. 2 is which attack? Is it Nick Witch? Yeah. So now back out with it. It's going to be the Tuskers. So throwing it back out now is going to be Hudson Ruby. As it's going to roll out of bounds, and we'll see who they give the ball to. So now with it, it's going to be Violante cradling it. Violante goes back out, goes up, and it's going to go in for the Tuskers. That's Dylan Tremendous, who gets it in. And Dylan Hermes gets it in, as that's going to make it a 9-3 game. Dylan Hermes has been a big key and an important player for the Tuskers throughout the season, scoring multiple goals throughout, and one of the main players on the team this season. So we're now back in the middle for the face-off, as it's going to be, ref is going to say that it's going to be Pleasantville's ball. And as we continue, what do the Tuskers expect to see from Pleasantville? So Pleasantville is a very organized and disciplined style of play, and they always have very sound schemes and have a knack of making opponents work and run through the transitional sets. So yeah, that's what Pleasantville is known for, as it goes up and does not go in there. So now movement. So it goes up, and Tuskers' defense is able to show up. Hudson Ruby throws it back out now. Back out to Kennedy, goes back out to Ruby. Rolling now. Tuskers cradling it. It's number 2. Loses it there. It's going to be picked up by 13 of the Panthers. Now loose again. Picked up again. Back out. 13 with it. Goes back out to 25 now with it. Cradling it now. As rolling is 25. Goes back out to 8. Back out to 25 now. As it's movement around. 25 with it. Taking it now. Goes back out to 17. Loses it. And it's going to wind up rolling out. So throughout this game, both teams been able to get it down the field. Tuskers more so, though, and they're great at getting a very fast pace and plan goals, and they've been catching Pleasantville off guard a little bit in this one, as they've been able to get fast goals. And yeah, basically the goal, going around the goal, what the goal is, to get the goal is that a lot of them do the circle formation, basically a formation that I've just basically came up with. Well, I don't know if it's a real thing or not, but just a formation, passing it in a circle around the goal. And well, this is a trend for most lacrosse teams, that they try to catch the other team off guard, and then when Pleasantville is ready, they just go for it. Or Somers is ready, they just go for it, and yeah, they try, and also they try to trick up the Somers defense but when they least expect it. So they may pass it for a while. Now they have a shot clock this season, but they could pass it for a while, and then whenever, let's say Pleasantville has the ball right now, whenever Somers is not as on guard, Pleasantville can go and get it, as seen here, as they find the right moment. But 8 with it, loses it. Gonna be loose ball still on the ground, and the goalie, Hudson Ruby, will wind up picking it up. Shot clock resets at 60 as Ruby throws it back out to Kennedy. Kennedy back out to Ruby. Goes back out to another Ruby, Logan Ruby. He is committed to play lacrosse at Springfield College, as Ruby takes it, and going to be a call here. It looks like we're going to have a timeout. And with 6 minutes remaining in the first half, 6 minutes remaining in the first half, let's take a look at Somers' past sectional championships. So, they have won sectional championships before. It's been a while, though, so they have won 6 total, and the years were 2000, 2001, 2002, 2003, 2006, and 2009. And this is a question I asked about Coach Hirsch, and this is what so I asked him, what advice do you or have you given to your players for motivation for this game? So he said every game is a great opportunity to learn and put our program on display for the community. This is a great opportunity to show up against an opponent, a statewide opponent, a great opponent from around here. And I also asked him recently, from the last game, so I asked him this question. People always think the players learn from the coaches. What have you as the coach learned from the players? And we talked about this again today in our interview. Yes, spoiler. Coach Hirsch will be coming on to the Soma Sports broadcast for an interview. And I interviewed him today. He will be in the next episode of Soma Sports broadcast. Back on topic, he said, "Great question," and he said, "I think we learn from each other every day. I've learned a lot from this team, and that he's learned a lot from this team, and he thinks what stands out the most is the reminder of how impactful the communication is between the players, coaches, and the families. As the Tuskers have a really special group of players and coaches." And he wants the season to be as memorable for everyone in the best way. So, back out there now. The loose ball, it's going to be picked up by number 33. Back out to 5, who finds 2. 2 goes up, and it's going to be an angle that it goes off to the left. It does not go in. And with that, it's going to be the Tuskers who have it back with Tristan Wachell, committed to play lacrosse at Emerson College, who's going to throw it back in. So, Wachell finds Ruby. Ruby taking it. There goes Ruby, heading down the field as now, and Hudson Ruby as the goalie. The goalie takes it. I believe as a goalie, you're not allowed to go to the other side of the field. So, interesting there as he went to the other side. But now, because of that, it's Pleasantville's ball. I'm not 100%, but I believe that's what the call was. As, yes, looking over over the rules, it doesn't actually say what the goalie's supposed to say on the side, but it goes in for the Tuskers. Miguel Iglesias gets it in for the Tuskers. And the Tuskers now put up 10 on the night as they're rocking and rolling here. Another fast one there, and Iglesias gets it in. So we're back out now. Loose ball taking it. Matt Mayfield after the tip off. And it was Russell who had it, tried to get in the goal. And it does go off. Now a flag is out as Pleasantville throws it back out now. 21 with it. Movement down. With it now back to 7. Loose ball there. It's going to be picked up by 17. As some players are going to swap in and out now. And as we have a moment, so both teams come into the season at 4-2. Let's just take a look and recap the Tuskers season. So the Tuskers started off the season with a 17-4 amazing victory against Scarsdale. Showed up in that one, and then, however, game 2 against Ridgefield, had the pleasure of calling both of those games so far. All the home games, I've actually been able to call all the games for the Tuskers this season, besides the Hen Hawk game so far, which has been an honor and a privilege that I treasure. But after that, they had a 15-7 loss against Ridgefield. Will continue the games, so they're 1-1 after that point. Continue the games. It goes in for Pleasantville, and we're not able to catch who that was, but Pleasantville is going to get another one. And number 5, it sounds like, you got it in 100%, but 10-4 is now going to be the score as it's going to be a number as the Panthers get it in there. So now loose ball with it. Going loose. Rolling, and it's going to be picked up now by Iglesias. Iglesias goes back out to 55, who finds Violante. 55, a player out there, hasn't been out there a ton for the Tuskers. Also a sophomore is Karen Pico, number 55. Adds movement around now. There goes Violante, number 9 on defense against him. Violante taking it, goes up, and that's going to go in for the Tuskers. Camlin Violante. This kid is phenomenal as he gets another one tonight for the Tuskers. What a great play, and wow, for Violante to get it in and set it up for the goal to go in for another one. So how about Camlin Violante? So Camlin Violante shows up there for the Tuskers, another one, as they're back now in the middle for the faceoff. I believe that's his third goal of the day as well. So picking him up, it's Mayfield who wins the faceoff, taking it down. Mayfield too high there as it's going to roll out of bounds. And throwing it back in is Russell to Tristan Iglesias. Tristan Iglesias back to Kelly. Kelly finds Tremendez. Tremendez goes back out to Violante, who goes back out to Kelly. Kelly back out to Violante. Now back out. It's Tremendez back out to 21. 21 lines up with it. Kelly passed it to him of Iglesias. Iglesias back to his brother Miguel Iglesias. As it goes back up, cradling it now is 11 of Kelly. Kelly with it now. As there goes Kelly, Wooling. Mason Kelly goes back out to Tristan Iglesias as they got to scramble as it's down. Shot clock's now down to 3 as Iglesias lose it. Loose ball there. It's going to be taken back by Pleasantville. Movement now for Pleasantville. With it now is 26 as they take it down the field. As movement now down. 2:25 left till halftime, and stay tuned at halftime as I'll be doing my usual halftime show, recapping the first half and talking about. I'll be talking about the upcoming Summer Sports broadcasting episode and who we'll be interviewing. Spoiler: it's Somers Varsity Lacrosse coach, Coach Violante, and why I get the pleasure to do this. As 25 has it, rolling back out to 8. Ball's gonna go. Did he get it? Looks like he got it before it went out of bounds. Now it's gonna be the Tuskers ball. So Tuskers are going to take over now as Wakel throws it out. Back out to Bolesky. Here goes Holton Bolesky. Back out to Violante. Finds Tristan Iglesias. As here comes Tristan Iglesias now. Here comes Iglesias. Back out to Tremendez. Goes up. And defense shows up there for Pleasantville, not allowing the Tuskers to get it in. The goalie with the stop there of number 1 for Pleasantville. This movement round. Loose ball there now. And it's going to roll out of bounds. And now the ref is down, and we hope he is okay, as we'll be back in a moment. So happy to see that the ref is okay and he's up and walking again. As it goes up, Tristan Iglesias gets it in for the Tuskers. Another one for Tristan Iglesias. As that's going to go in, I think it's his 4th of the night, as Tristan Iglesias is playing phenomenal here, as it's now going to be a 12-4 lead for the Tuskers. The Tuskers atmosphere is ecstatic here on a late Tuesday night here. First day back from the break, and the Tuskers are walking and rolling here with a 12-4 lead. So back now in the middle for the face-off. Well, and it comes out. It's going to be picked up. Number 6 of Mayfield. There goes Mayfield. Back out. Finds Tristan Iglesias. Hudson Ruby on the assist. The goalie there on the assist. So, goalie he there. And it's going to be picked up. So, Miguel Iglesias back now with it for the Tuskers. There goes Iglesias. Miguel Iglesias moving around. Loses it. Loose ball still, and Tristan Iglesias is able to pick it up. Finds Battaglia. Matt Battaglia goes back out. Goes back out to Tremendez. Back out to Battaglia, who goes up, and it goes up. Matt Battaglia gets it in. The Tuskers are now going to make it a 13-4 lead. And as the Tuskers continue this route, let's just take a look at the three past matchups against these teams. So as I mentioned earlier, last time both these teams played each other, it was an 11-10 win in overtime. And where Pleasantville took that one. And they took on each other also in 2023. As in 2023, it was Pleasantville who won 13-5. So Pleasantville has won 2 of the most recent matchups for the against the Tuskers when they played, but the Tuskers won back in 22, 10-3. As they take it down the field, Mayfield finds Iglesias, goes up, bounces off the post, but picked up by Kelly, goes up, and the defense is going to show up and the goalie shows up for Pleasantville as it's going to be loose ball there now with 2 seconds left, and trying to do something before Penzo picks it up. And it goes in, but did they get it in time before halftime? That's the question. I don't know if that's going to count. They got it in after the clock said 0, and let's see what the decision is. Even if it didn't count, it was a great effort by the Tuskers. It was a great effort and a great goal by Penzo and the Tuskers, even though they may have not gotten it or not. So we're waiting to find out if they got it. So it counts for the goal, apparently, and they're going to mark it a goal, according to Coach DeVito. JJ Penzo. And as we head into halftime, JJ Penzo has been a big player for the Tuskers as well. And, Penzo was one of the players we had the pleasure to interview as well. For post-game against the Scarsdale game, along with Logan Ruby. So as we head into halftime, let's just take a look at the first half. So it started off, Pleasantville was able to get down, make it a 1-0, but then Somers Tuskers went on a round, scoring 7 unanswered before Pleasantville scored again. But it's been the Tuskers who've been on a round in the first half. A 14-4 lead. I believe this may be the most, or maybe tied. It's a lot of points for the first half, and on pace to score 28 in this game. I'm sure we're going to see more time from the backups in this one, but the Tuskers have really shown up, and this is a special talent Tusker team. Against one of the best teams in the nation, New Canaan, they only allowed them to score 10 as the Tuskers scored 5. That was very impressive. This is a special Tuskers team with a lot of talent. I'm excited to see where it goes as they lead 14-4 at halftime. But my thoughts on the first half, yeah, basically I did. The Tuskers have just playing phenomenal lacrosse, and so as we continue, yeah. So yeah, just the Tuskers really showed up in the first half and were able to do exactly what needed to be done, and just had a great first half. But yeah, what I'm saying is just, yeah, this excited to see where this team goes. And most impressive play of the first half. There were so many. Tristan Iglesias goals. The Violante goal where he went around number 9 and got it in was very impressive. Also, that Matt Mayfield quick goal there from the tip off. A lot of plays. It's hard to pick one. Just so many good plays. And player of the first half, another tough one. I gotta say, the two sophomores are having a phenomenal game in Tristan Iglesias and Cameron Violante. Multiple goals, and they've just been great all around today. Also on the defensive side of things for goalie Hudson Ruby against a great Pleasantville team, only allowing them to get 4 goals, and also he's been key. He helped on multiple goals and had some big plays as well as a goalie today. You don't see that as much by a goalie. Hudson Ruby's had a great game as well. We've also seen Miguel Iglesias showing up, having a great game. Mason Kelly has also played phenomenal. Logan Ruby has shown up a bit. And basically, yeah, Dean Palazzolo with that big one in goal. Also, Dylan Tremendous. The list goes on and on. This has just been a phenomenal performance by the Tuskers. And at the end of the day, it is a team effort. For all sports, it's always a team effort, and yeah, just it's working out on the Briarcliff. I mean, the Pleasantville side of things, we've had great games by multiple players. 25, someone who stuck out. The goalie has stuck out as well as played phenomenal, and the tip-off player. Multiple players who have stuck out, but I'd say 25 is pretty good. 26 has had a lot of great action with the ball as well for the Panthers. And as we continue into halftime, what does Somers need to do to win this game? They just got to keep this lead. They just can't blow it, and they need to maybe score one more goal, two goals, but really just got to keep the lead. It's pretty as simple as that, but we've seen comebacks before in games against, for example, in varsity football against some of these players, where it was Ramapo. So the Tuskers are up 40-14 or 13, was it, at half? Or it was 40-14 early third quarter, and the Ramapo came warring back. Luckily, the Tuskers were able to hold them off, but it was a 40-35 win for the Tuskers. So, yeah, we never know what's going to happen. The game's not over till it's a 0, and it's going to be an exciting second half in this one. Either for the Tuskers side of things, scoring more, maybe seeing some bench players get action, or maybe even in addition, we'll see what Pleasantville has up their sleeve for making this a closer game and possibly maybe a comeback. And yeah, what Pleasantville needs to do to win this game is, yeah, they just got to work together, and they got to figure out how to get the ball in more, get around Hudson Ruby to get more goals. But yeah, so as we continue, I'm Benny Silk. I am the president and founder of the Somers Sports Broadcasting Club, and what we do is we create Somers and professional sport talk show episode. It's called the Somers Sports Broadcast. You can find it on YouTube. and we do sport talk show episodes, and we also do live broadcasts. We're broadcasting live this game right now off our YouTube as well, doing YouTube and local live together. So I encourage you to go check it out. And apologize, just making sure audio's working there. I encourage you to go check it out and check out Soma Sports Broadcast. And if you're a sports fanatic, it's the show right up the alley for you. But more background on that, we're a club at Soma's High School. We do those two things, and we've gotten to do some fun things. So there's a club at Soma's High School you can join. We meet every Wednesday in the athletic conference room. We record every Friday. If you can't ever make it Wednesday, feel free to come on Friday. See what we do for recording. We're still looking for members, so if you're interested, or upcoming 8th graders, or aren't in the high school yet, or even if you are in the high school and you're interested, once you're in the high school, you can come join and check out the Soma Sports Broadcasting Club Wednesdays in the athletic conference room. And yeah, so check it out. You can follow us on YouTube, Twitter, and Instagram and Facebook as well to check out what we do. And yeah, so yeah, we do games and talk show episodes. But I'll be back in a moment. But we're going to be back after a quick commercial break.
Watch the Soma Sports Broadcast, where we break down the world of sports,
Back, he throws. There's 2 defenders on the tight end.
interview guests,
We're here with Coach Packard, who will be interviewing today.
predict upcoming sport games,
To win it 26-23, the Chargers win.
debate sports,
Who is the best NFL team of all time?
The Cowboys have won 5 Super Bowl titles.
The Patriots, one of the best teams.
discuss our opinions on the latest in the world of sports,
Alex Bowman. I think he could make it far. He's been impressive.
and much more.
A fumble! This could be game!
I'm with
Nikki Duffy.
Dean Palzall.
I would definitely say DP, Dean Palzolo. He definitely had a great game.
Just a Hail Mary. Will he get it? Bounces off the Bears defenders. Touchdown.
When I first joined last year, you wanted me long distance, but then you threw it sweet.
And I think by now we've really proved that we are the most dominant team in Section 1.
It's going to be a pick. Picked off by Miguel Iglesias, and he's going back.
Watch our weekly talk show episodes of the Soma Sports Broadcast. You could find them on YouTube and Spotify.
And welcome back as in the second half, as it has been. The Tuskers basically dominating this game. Pleasantville went up 1-0, but Tuskers scoring 7 unanswered goals, and we'll see what the Tuskers have up their sleeve in the second half. As got Zavi up on top for the camera as we on YouTube, and we're set for the second half now as we're back in the middle for the face-off. Back out in the middle now. As it goes up, loose ball there. Rolling now, still loose. Coming around now. Loose outside. Goes up. Back out to Pleasantville, 13. Rolling around now. 13, back out to 8. Fast-paced offense now down the field, out down to 50 seconds left on the shot clock for Pleasantville. Goes back out to 8. 8 out to 13. Goes back out to 8. Movement around now. Back out to 25, who finds... That's 4 for Pleasantville. Movement around now. Pleasantville goes up. Hudson! That's going to be Hudson Wooby, who's able to show up there as the goalie to not allow that shot to go in. So now with it is Dean Palazzolo taking it down the field. There goes Palazzolo, still cradling it. Down finds, that's Kelly, who goes up and deflected there by the goal. But Somers is able to recover now as it's going to be Tuskers Miguel Iglesias. Goes to Kelly, but loose ball and Pleasantville is able to pick it up. Now Pleasantville goalie number 1 with it, throws it back out. Back out to 23, and the ball is gonna roll. Saves it from going out of bounds. Tristan Iglesias with it. Tristan Iglesias with another goal for today. That's another amazing goal for Tristan Iglesias. The Tuskers have been walking and rolling today as they extend their lead. So, with that goal now, Tuskers are going to make it a 15-4 game as they head back now in the middle for the faceoff. Back now for the faceoff. Still out in the middle. Ball is loose. Still loose there. And it's going to be picked up by Wooby. There goes Logan Wooby, taking it down the field. Goes back out to Tristan Iglesias. Tristan Iglesias finds the ball once again today. As it's now rolling back around. Here goes Kelly. Kelly back out to Tremendez, who goes back out to Violante. Violante with it. Goes back out to Kelly. And Tuskers get another goal there. We'll be back in a moment as we're currently experiencing technical difficulties. So with that goal for the Tuskers, that was the 11 of Mason Kelly. As movement now for back out to 13 of Russell finds Battaglia. Movement around now. As it's now Iglesias with it. Here goes Tristan Iglesias. Iglesias back out to Miguel Iglesias. Here goes Miguel Iglesias. Movement around. Miguel Iglesias goes back out to Battaglia. Goes back out to Tristan Iglesias. And it's going to go in. Twisted Iglesias. Another one. I can't even count how many goals he has scored today, as that's another one for Twisted Iglesias. Now Tuskers are going to put up 17 on the night. And while we have a moment, let's talk a little bit about Coach Hirsch's coaching history. So Coach Hirsch started coaching as an assistant coach at Hempson Sydney College back in 2008, and that as lacrosse. Then he went to Lynchburg University for 2 years, from 2009 to 2010, and he served as an assistant coach afterwards, as well as Aldermolider, the school he grew up in, Hen Hut, which the Tuskers did beat 18-3 the other day, before coming to, as 8 has it, for Pleasantville, as it goes back to 2. Movement goes back out to 8, goes back out to 25, and Hudson Ruby shows up there to not allow that goal to go in. 17-4 is your current score. We'll be back in a moment. So welcome back now, as I apologize for technical difficulties. We're going to be able to continue now, as they're going to start back up with it, and it's going to be Pleasantville in position to possibly get it in. So Pleasantville starts off with it. Goes back now, 25 out back, finds 13. 13 back at it, finds 5, who goes back to 4. 4 with it now. Movement for number 4, goes back out to 13, and defense shows up there again for the Tuskers. But it does wind up going in. Looked like it didn't. But yeah, 13 goes in for Pleasantville. Aiden Cotter gets it in, and Pleasantville back on the board. The first score of the half and first score in a while, as now it's going to be a 17-5 game with 4:42 left in the third quarter. So now ball out, rolling. It's going to be picked up. Loose there, picked up now by Violante. Goes back out, finds Mendez. Mendez goes back out to Twisted Iglesias, again finding the ball tonight, who finds Mendez. So spreading out formation around here, as there goes Battaglia. Battaglia goes up, it goes in. Tuskers, that's Matt Battaglia, who's going to get it now, as the Tuskers are going to make it. That's going to now make it an 18-5 game, as Matt Battaglia is going to get it in for the Tuskers. Another great one there. And yeah, finishing up. Yeah, Coach Hirsch back to continuing on the coach history, yeah, he's been here in Somers now for 2 years as a second year, and reason why he's played lacrosse in the first place, like, he started getting into lacrosse because all his friends got into it at high school. His family wasn't really into lacrosse, and he started playing and he stuck with it, and he played multiple sports like football and basketball, but lacrosse is always his sport that stuck with him. As it's Will Marcus with it, he's going to lose it. Going to be picked up by number 4 at Pleasantville, and basically he just stuck with it through college to coach, and he went to coach it, and now he is the coach for the Tuskers, as Tuskers with him have been having a phenomenal season as well. So with it now, number 2. Number 2 with it. It's going to be brought around. Cradling it still, number 2 for Pleasantville. Goes back up, and it's going to go off to the left, not going in. And that's going to make it the Tuskers, Pleasantville's ball. Pleasantville will remain as they're closer. They did shoot the goal, so they're going to be able to remain with it. So now 8. Rolling, number 8 goes back up. It's already gotten a goal today as the loose ball picked up by 11. As it goes out, number 11 now with it. 11 rolling. There goes 11. Goes back out, loose ball, 25 there to pick it up. Goes back out to number 2 now for Pleasantville. Move it now, number 2 goes back out. It's going to be taken back. That's going to, for the Tuskers. That is number 2 of Bolesky, brings it to the other side of the field. Miguel Iglesias tries to shoot it there, but deflected by the defense, and it winds up hitting the ground, not going in. So now it is going to be Pleasantville, number 8 out there. Back out to 25. Goes back out to 4. Movement around now, number 4 taking it. Pleasantville. Cradling it around. Goes back out. Number 13 goes up for the basket. That's number 2 who is going to get it in for Pleasantville as number 2 goes in. And that is going to make it a 18-6 game as Pleasantville gets back on the board. But the Tuskers still had a phenomenal night. They have scored 3 times the amount of points as Pleasantville as they head back to the middle. And yeah. And as we get down to 11 seconds in the third quarter, we do head back into the middle for the face-off. But looks like they're just going to let the quarter come to the end as face-off happens, and Nick Reish gets it in for Pleasantville in that last goal, but the shot clock is going to run out, and that will do it for the end of the third, and we will be right back after a quick commercial break.
Watch the Soma Sports Broadcast, where we break down the world of sports,
Back, he throws. There's 2 defenders on the tight end.
interview guests,
We're here with Coach Packard, who will be interviewing today.
predict upcoming sport games,
To win it 26-23, the Chargers win.
debate sports,
Who is the best NFL team of all time?
The Cowboys have won 5 Super Bowl titles.
The Patriots, one of the best teams.
discuss our opinions on the latest in the world of sports,
Alex Bowman. I think he could make it far. He's been impressive.
and much more.
A fumble! This could be game!
I'm with
Nicky Duffy.
Dean Palzall. I would definitely say DP. Dean Palzolo. He definitely had a great game.
Just a Hail Mary. Will he get it? Bounces off the Bears defenders. Touchdown.
When I first joined last year, you wanted me long distance, but then you threw it.
And I think by now we've really proved that we are the most dominant team in Section 1.
It's going to be a pick. Picked off by Miguel Iglesias, and he's going back.
Watch our weekly talk show episodes of the Soma Sports Broadcast. You could find them on YouTube and Spotify.
And welcome back as we head into now the fourth quarter. Let's in a moment, we're going to take a look as we head into quarter number 4. Let's take a look at. So I asked Coach this question. When down on the scoreboard, how does Coach Hirsch keeps his athletes engaged and motivated? So what he said is we try and have an excellent next play mentality. Which question is, again, for those of you on Focal Live, got the mic on. So Coach Hirsch, when down the scoreboard, how does Coach Hirsch keep his athletes engaged and motivated? So we try to have a next play mentality, which means to focus on the present and put your focus into what you're doing, not what has happened. And it's easier said than done. So, but it's something that the Tuskers practice, and it's important no matter what the scoreboard says to have the next play mentality. And yeah, that is big. If you mess up, can't keep thinking about it. It usually leads to more mess ups. But instead, you just focus on the future, and hopefully you do better. See it as Pleasantville's going to take it now. Well, number 5, 25, goes up. It's going to be deflected off the goal. Now 2 with it. Goes back. Number 8 now with it for Pleasantville. Loose one there, back to 12. As some movement around. And it's going to go in. That is going to be another goal for Pleasantville. And it's hard to see who got it there, but it's going to be a 18-17 game as Pleasantville gets in the goal. So we had Nick Leash again with another goal today, as he's now has multiple on the day. And just take a look back at Somers' games this season as it's movement now. Loose ball there. So week 1 they beat Scarsdale 17-4. Game 1. Then they lost to Litchfield 15-7. Then they played New Canaan, one of the best teams in the nation. And we held them down to 10 points and scored 5 on them, which is really impressive. This Tusker squad really came out and played their best, some of their best lacrosse that day. And we have Briarcliff and Somers who beat Briarcliff 17-6. That was probably one of the funnest games to call. And we had Somers then who beat Head Hut 18-3, and then Somers beat Farmingdale, a team that was just in the state championship last year, lost the state championship, but still a great competition. And Somers came out and beat Farmingdale 9-6 as the ball was still loose. It's going to be Pleasantville who takes it over. Number 1's going to throw it back out. Throws it back out to... That's 13. It rolls out of bounds. So goes back out. 23 of Will. That's actually 27. Andrew Marzella now looks to be in as the goalie, as we have a few new faces in for the Tuskers, as 35 now has it. Taking it. He held a camera holder for the Penzo Ruby interview as it goes up and it goes in. Another one for the Tuskers. I think that was 18. As if it was 18, that is Jaden Newman. Jaden Newman gets it in as so Jaden Newman gets it in as now is going to be a 19-7 game. Tuskers 19 points. And if this is correct, and indeed it is, this is now the most points they have scored in a game all season at 19. So now taking it, that's Boleski. Goes back out. That's 14 with it. Movement around, guard by number 9. Goes back out. Loose ball there now. Loose ball, but 28 going to grab it. 28 grabs it now. Movement now from 28. As you notice, the backups have a lot of backups have come in for the Tuskers. 28, not on the roster, but in there for the Tuskers. As 35 also in. That's Cooper Steinberg, and we have 10 in currently as well for the Tuskers. That is George Sullivan. As it's a loose ball there. Also in for the Tuskers, we have number 15 of Gianni Bernardi. We have I got 28. We have 25 in as well. James Bryn. That's now movement down for the Tuskers. 28 has it currently, cradling it. Movement around. Back to 28. Bring it up now. So 28 with it, and now with it. $28 back to 14. It goes up, and that one is going to go in 14. That's D. Pasquale who gets it in, a sophomore. And number 14 is going to get it in for the Tuskers. 20 today now for the Tuskers. D. Pasquale gets it in for the Tuskers, and now Tuskers head back into the middle, and we're at the point of the game. It's going to give the JV players some time to play, as a lot of JV and backup for the Tuskers. It's their chance to play and see what they got, as they're playing phenomenal against this Pleasantville squad as well, getting 2 goals already in their time, but they're back out in the middle for the face-off, and this Tusker team against a Pleasantville team where they lost to an overtime just last year. They showed up in this game, and they really showed up in this game, and with a great game plan, great day overall, and were able to be successful against this Pleasantville squad. And big thing that Coach Hirsch said in his interview today is, and what's important about being coach is it's like lean back, like what they mainly do is just have fun and play lacrosse. Like, they do practices and stuff, but they focus mainly on having fun and playing lacrosse, and that's the most important. And obviously that's working out great for the Tuskers this year. And Tuskers, that's what they do in practice, and a great thing, as they can just have fun getting better at the sport that all these players love. As now it's a loose ball, still on the ground. It's going to be picked up by 10. 10 back out to 35, and that's Steinberg who gets it in. Cooper Steinberg, and he's going to get it in for the Tuskers. First goal, at least, of the night, and now the Tuskers are going to make it a 21-7 lead. Incredible performance by the Tuskers with 4:08 remaining. So now back out there. So now with it, it's Tuskers number 5. Gonna throw it back out. 5 is in as the goalie. As it goes back now, 55 of Pico with it. Taking it down. Pico goes back out. Guarded number 23 now with it. Back out to 14, who goes back out to 4. Now 4 with it. Cradling it as number 4 for the Tuskers. That's Valencio. Has it. Still cradling it, waiting for the play out in the back. We have 14. Up front, we have 28, who he finds. Goes back to 10. Rolling, cradling it, number 10. That's number 18, a Newman. Goes up, and it goes in. Getting it in. That's number 28, who gets it in. And 20. Harry Bolesky, number 28, gets it in. And he got a goal. This is at least his second goal, as he got a goal in the game against Briarcliff. That was his first goal. And Bolesky gets the goal as the Tuskers now make it a Joey Logano to Justin Haley game. That's NASCAR, folks. Numbers for you. Yeah, 22-7 is your score. So with it now, back out to 10. Pulling around, 35 of Steinberg goes underneath. Back out to 28. Goes back out to 14, who finds 8. Finds 10. Finds 35 of Steinberg. Goes back out to 4. Cradling it. 4 goes back, and it goes up. Another one for the Tuskers. It goes in again. Tuskers now extend it to a 23-7 lead. Pasquale gets another goal as we head back in the middle with 40 seconds left in this one. Let's see what the Tuskers have left. Probably not gonna. They're mainly gonna probably focus on running the clock out, but a lot of players in trying to get some playtime. Who knows what's gonna happen? Maybe they'll get another goal. So we're back now. Loose ball there. It's gonna be picked up by Pleasantville as 5 takes it. Goes back to 22. Movement now. As it's moved, and it's going to be loose. Picked up by 23. That's Will Marcus, but that doesn't matter. The clock's going to tick down to 0, and that will do it. The Somers Tuskers are going to take this one 23-7. A huge win for them. The Tuskers, with this win, are going to move to 5-2 on the season, and a great win for them all around, scoring a phenomenal big 23 points. But great night for Somers. And my final thoughts, Somers just from beginning to end came into this game, had a great game plan, and came out from beginning to end, knew what they were doing, and throughout the game. And the Tuskers are going to take another one as they head to 5-2 on the season. And Pleasantville heads to 4-3 after that loss. But I want to thank everyone for tuning in. The Tuskers take this one 23-7. I'm Benny, still calling the game tonight. I want to thank Zavi and myself for being the production crew for tonight. Have a great night, everyone. And next game we'll be on local live for, and likely, possibly YouTube as well. We have the number 1 rivalry from around here. We have Somers versus Yorktown, girls flag football, Friday at 4:30. But I want to thank everyone for tuning in. We have our next game is also next Tuesday for boys varsity lacrosse. We'll be back on local live and possibly YouTube as well. But I want to thank everyone for tuning in. I'm Benny Silk. Have a great night, everyone, and I'll see you next time.
Watch the Soma Sports broadcast where we break down the world of sports,
Back, he throws. There's 2 defenders on the tight end.
interview guests,
We're here with Coach Packard, who will be interviewing today.
predict upcoming sport games,
To win it 26-23, the Chargers win.
debate sports,
Who is the best NFL team of all time?
The Cowboys have won 5 Super Bowl titles.
The Patriots, one of the best teams.
discuss our opinions on the latest in the world of sports,
Alex Bowman. I think he could make it far. He's been impressive.
and much more.
A fumble. This could be game.
I'm with
Nicky Duffy.
Dean Palzall. I would definitely say DP. Dean Palzall. He definitely had a great game.
Just a Hail Mary. Will he get it? Bounces off the Bears defenders. Touchdown.
When I first joined last year, you wanted me long distance, but then you threw it.
And I think by now we've really proved that we are the most dominant team in Section 1.
It's going to be a pick. Picked off by Miguel Iglesias, and he's going back.
Watch our weekly talk show episodes of the Soma Sports Broadcast. You could find them on YouTube and Spotify.